What's up, everybody? It's the Fantasy Typhoon here, aka the Mentalist, aka your favorite analyst. Welcome to lesson number 50. Now, lesson number 54. Excuse me. Welcome to lesson number 54, technique. Lesson number 54, folks, technique. You won't see me this video. Look, it's my birthday. Today, September 29th. It's my birthday, and man, I'm lazy today. I got my computer hooked up through the wireless HDMI to my 75-inch screen. I got the projector in the lab. That's my film room. I got a projector in the film room, but right now I'm in the bed, man. I'm just laying back. I'm chilling. And I'm like, man, you know what? I gotta bring you something. I gotta bring you something. So this is lesson 54, technique or overkill. I just go back through some transactions that I just did. To hopefully hold on one second, excuse me. I go through some transactions that I just did to hopefully help you. This is techniques, man. You know, you gotta work, man, at your dynasty leagues. You can't just get in and just hope for things to happen. You gotta be active. You know, you gotta be alive, you gotta be active. You got to be present. You need to be uploading your trade bait. You need to be talking with folks in your league, that little small talk. You need to find out who the homers are. You need to find out what teams they like. You need to find out what players they like. And keep that trade bait uploaded. You know, upload it once a week. Keep it uploaded, because that's how this deal came to me. I was running with Deshaun Watson as my quarterback and Tyler Higbee as my tight end. And that's why I'm weak. I was thinking Deshaun Watson was going, Deshaun Watson, forgive him though, he has played Kansas City Chiefs, brutal, Baltimore Ravens, brutal, Pittsburgh Steelers, brutal. So dude has been up against the top three basically teams. You could say top 3, 4, 5 teams in the NFL. His first 3 shots. So I'm not really blaming Deshaun Watson, but it's evident that this is preseason right now, and any chance you get Mahomes, you got to get Mahomes. All right, so I got Diontae Johnson on my roster. Now, let me tell you how I got Diontae Johnson on my roster. First off, I got Diontae Johnson on my roster from last year at the end of the year, after the Super Bowl in January, February, when your league open, it shuts down after trade deadline. You can't do any trades until after the playoffs, until after your champion is crowned, and then after the Super Bowl or whenever it is, that's when your league opens up basically for the new year, basically after the champion is crowned. So I'm sitting there watching Diontae Johnson, watching his growth. I'm like, okay, this is a player I can invest in that's going to grow for me. Now, I was planning on keeping him, but I had him on my trade bait. I just uploaded my trade bait a couple of days ago. Last Thursday when the game was on. When Miami Dolphins and Jacksonville were playing, I uploaded my trade bait. Put Diontae Johnson in the trade bait just to kind of see what would happen. So, in other words, last year I traded Diontae Johnson out I traded Darren Waller out, a tight end, for a wide receiver on the upside. You can always get tight ends. Tight ends, I kind of do tight ends every year. Every year I do tight ends. I picked up Tyler Higbee last year off waivers. So he came free. So I'm sitting there. Now my team is stacked, but pretty much Deshaun Watson and my tight end were okay. we got to do something here. So I put Deontay Johnson up on trade bait, not knowing anybody would hit. So dude hit me back like, hey man, what you looking for? He didn't put an offer in it. He just put clicked on Deontay Johnson and left his side blank. And the words at the bottom are like, what are you still selling? If so, what you looking for? Now, a lot of folks don't like that type of offer. I don't care. You contacted me like that, meaning you want dialogue. You're telling me you kind of interested in the guy. So, all right, let's see what you're talking about. So I hit him back. You know, every player on my roster is open for a price. Are you willing to pay the price for him? He was like, hey, you know, what you want? So I'm like, okay, here we go. Negotiations have opened. I'm looking at his roster. Look, I see. Then he was like, hey, you know, Patrick Mahomes is available. I'm like, well, shoot. Okay. All right. Somebody willing to trade Patrick Mahomes. I rarely meet somebody willing to trade Patrick Mahomes. So what happened was, I sent it. We talking now before we hit the machine. Before we actually go to the office, we just talking via inbox back and forth. We setting the ground rules. So I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in Patrick Mahomes. So now, look, I'm a real estate agent. I've been in sales for what? I've been in sales pretty much all my life. And the first thing, you got to have two willing parties ready to come at the meeting of the minds. So he's willing, I'm willing. So now all we got to do now is come to a meeting of the minds. So like I said, I'm looking at his roster, see Patrick Mahomes. I hit him with Patrick Mahomes for Deontay Johnson straight up. Do we won't go and take it? But all right, let's see what you're talking about. Let's see what your love for Deontay Johnson really is. Because a player is worth what you can negotiate, period. Just like your services for work is what you can negotiate. If you can only get $12 an hour, then you work for $12 an hour. Another person come behind you and say, look, I want $25 an hour. And they sit down and negotiate $25 an hour, and they come to work. And you don't get mad at them. They just negotiated more than you. You are what you are worth. What somebody's willing to pay. That's all it is. So what was he willing to pay? Let's find out. So all right. So he rejected that. Then he came back with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. And Leonard Fournette for Deontay Johnson and my Deshaun Watson. My Deontay Johnson and Deshaun Watson for his Patrick Mahomes and Leonard Fournette. I hit back. Okay, we close. That's doable. But now overkill. You know, you got to get the throw-ins in there. You got to press the issue. See if I can get enough to make another move on my own. Because I need a tight end too. But I won't thinking about it. But let's just see. So I look at his roster. I see McCole Hardman and a third. I had just picked up Irv Smith through the idiot slots. If you don't know idiot slot, go back and look at, I think it's video 18, I believe, or 42. One of those is the idiot slot. Idiot slot, man, I'm telling you, idiot slot gets deals. Idiot slots make good deals great and great deals outstanding. You got to learn how to use those idiot slots, man. But somebody had dropped Irv Smith like Monday. So when Wednesday waivers ran, I just went ahead and scooped up Irv Smith, the tight end, for the Minnesota Vikings up for free. So I got him for free. I got Tyler Higbee for free. So now I'm looking at my tight end room basically for free. But I need a dog in there. But rewind a little bit. I had earlier, like last week, week 2, I had took Zigbo and Jerick McKinnon, picked them both off the wire, traded them out for a mid-2, took that mid-2, went and got Dallas Goedert. All right, so now I got Goddard, because remember I traded Waller for Deontay Johnson. So I had Higbee from last year off the waivers, and then I took McKinnon and Zigbo, got a free 2, took that and got Goddard for free. You got to work, man. The technique. This is what this is, technique. You got to put in work, man. You got to work to get deals. You got to work, know your league mates, man. You got to know how they operate. All right, so now I'm sitting there with Irv Smith. So what I do, I send out Irv Smith, just came off the wire, Deontay Johnson, and Deshaun Watson. That's what I sent out for Patrick Mahomes, Leonard Fournette, Mecole Hardman, and a third. He accepted. I mean, just to be honest with you, Patrick Mahomes for Deshaun Watson and Deontay Johnson, it was cool. That was already a deal. But I got Leonard Fournette, Mecole Hardman, and a third out of the deal. So, and I was down. Okay, so I started Patrick Mahomes this week because you set your lineup Sunday. So I set my lineup Sunday with Patrick Mahomes in there Sunday right before 1 o'clock before roster set. So now at the end of Sunday, after the Saints and the Green Bay Packers play, I'm down 30 points. No, I'm down 36 points going into Monday night. Got Tyreek Hill up, and now I got Patrick Mahomes up. Patrick Mahomes went ahead and scored, about 45 on his own. So it's already paying dividends, that deal. But I needed a tight end because now Dallas Goedert is down. So what I did a spinoff or overkill from that trade. Took Mecole Hardman, Tyler Higbee, I got off the wire, and a third, and went and got Noah Fant. So now I got a first round tight end in the building. Just put Dallas Goedert on IR. So we getting ready to run Noah Fant. So in other words, I took Patrick Mahomes. No, I took Deshaun Watson, Deontay Johnson, and Irv Smith, which I just picked up off the wire, and flipped it into Patrick Mahomes, Noah Fant, and Leonard Fournette. And what if Leonard Fournette is the first round pick, a number 4, a top 4 pick in the NFL draft, bro? He playing. He just buying time right now. He's 25 years old. He'll be 26 next year. Young running back, man. What if he ends up with the Pittsburgh Steelers with James Conner gone? Because James Conner, they're not re-signing James Conner. That's already a done deal. He's out. What if they bring in Leonard Fournette on cheap money in Pittsburgh with that offensive line? You know Tomlin loves just one running back. I can see, man, because teams, the players that kind of beat you when you play them, that when that dog comes out when they play you as an opponent, you kind of take notice. So when Jacksonville was stacked, had Jalen Ramsey and Blake Bortles and all that, and they beat Pittsburgh at home, beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh's house, then came back and beat them again in the playoffs. Knocked Pittsburgh out the playoffs in Pittsburgh house. Leonard Fournette was the key to that. You don't think Tomlin saw that? Like I said, these coaches won't when you show dog as an opponent, he can play for me. I'm just throwing it out there. He could resign in Tampa Bay. He's going to take over the lead back Jones. He's going to take over the lead back duties over Ronald Jones. That's just a matter of time. He's a top 4 pick in the NFL draft. He's playing. He's starting. It's just a matter of him getting acclimated to the playbook before he take over. I would say about week 6. They're gonna give him his time. But anyway, I just wanted to get on, man. Just talk to you on my birthday. I don't want to be too long, man. I'm just sitting here laid out, man, just chilling. Just thought I'd bring you another lesson 54, technique, man. Get in there and work. Put in work. Be active. Be around. Respond to trade offers fairly well, so these folks, he responds quick. So when they send those offers out, some folks come in and sit down and may send out about 5 offers. Be the first one to respond. The early bird gets the worm. Because dude was like, shoot, he sent out offers on Patrick Mahomes. I was the first one to respond. Shoot, I got Patrick Mahomes. Dude put in the chat, dang, I should have took that offer I had after I did. Hey, man, you late. Just stay, just stay active, folks. Early bird gets the worm. Keep your technique right. Keep your technique right. Oh man, it's already 15 minutes, man. But you know how it is. Sometimes you go getting long-winded and go longer than I just want this to be like 2 minutes. But once again, it's the Fantasy Typhoon, aka the Mentalist, aka your favorite analyst. You won't see me in this video. But lesson 54, technique. Go out there and get some trades done. Get it done, folks. Good luck to you. Fantasy Typhoon, we gone.